So, have some interesting news that I came across the other day about a British woman appearing on This Morning, having a chat with my favourite morning presenters, Philip and Holly, if you can sense the mild sarcasm in my voice. But anyway, this British woman, she appeared, and a lot of people are talking about it online, about her adopted son, a 14-year-old Afghan refugee, in brackets, as we all know, refugees who travelled through several very safe countries before they arrive at the UK are not actually refugees, but migrants. And not just a migrant, but in this case, he's an illegal immigrant. He made the journey from Afghanistan, and he clung on to the bottom of the Eurostar train, and he hid in the back of a truck before he made it to the UK, where he was saved from the danger and the war zone of Calais. So my question is really, am I missing something here, or are we actually celebrating illegal immigrants who have managed to slip through the net? Because that's what it looks like to me. And actually, the last time I checked, entering the UK, clinging on to the bottom of a train is, I believe, a criminal offence. And yet this chap has been conducting interviews and, put on stage, I suppose, as a sort of, liberal trophy. The difficulty for me is the irony and the fact that we're sending millions of pounds of hard-working British taxpayers' cash over to France, millions and millions of pounds, to try and keep these rampaging, violent immigrants, as has been seen in the Calais jungle, off our shores. And then when one does slip through the net, suddenly we put him on TV, give him a snazzy haircut, and put him in a new suit. It's baffling, to say the least. And the interview is really cringeworthy, and actually Philip and Holly, as I said, epitomise everything that's wrong with the biased, agenda-driven propaganda that's been spoon-fed from us by the pro-liberal media. Holly begins this nauseating interview with Naj as she's pandering on his every word and feigns grief-stricken despair as Raj regales her with his tearful late-night phone calls to his mum, who apparently misses him very much. Right, I mean, forgive me for being a little unsympathetic to Raj, but this is the same mum who sent her precious little darling on his own on an illegal mission to smuggle himself into a foreign country. Sounds like a great mum to me, if you ask me. To summarise, I mean, I'm not really sure what the real motive is for this, whether this was a genuinely selfless act by a mother to provide safety for her child. But if that was the case, then Raj could have quite happily stayed put in Bulgaria, Turkey, or France. So clearly, being safe is not enough. But whatever the case may be, I'm sure his mum is incredibly proud of her son. Not just because of his newfound celebrity status, mind you, but because he's now obviously in a great position to bring over the rest of the Raj clan, move them into a new shiny taxpayer-funded house in central London, and start milking our benefit system. Well, you heard it here first.